Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the studio live today and the last in our series of our Songtember Song Challenge. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to folks who are here live on the live stream. If you're watching on the replay, hello to you too. What are we doing here today? Well, it is the release day. It's actually the 1st of October for me, but I know it is for a lot of you. It is the end of the 30th of September. And if you've been participating in hashtag Songtober, where we've all been creating, recording, and releasing a song in the month of September, then, did I call it Songtober? I keep getting it wrong. Anyway, you'd think I'd know by now. What we're doing in this one is it's quite simple. I'm inviting you to link to your song in the comments of this one. So if you're here on the live chat, you can drop it in the chat as well. But what I need you to do is at the end of this video, go back to the video because this is going to be the time capsule for September 2019. So the comments, I want them to be filled with all of your songs. I'll be linking to my song, which you heard at the start there. Yes, it's already available on iTunes, Apple Music, and Google Play, as well as Deezer. Hasn't hit Spotify yet. That usually takes a couple of days, but I am very happy to say that at least it is released on some platforms on the 30th of September. So that's kind of cool. So if you are releasing your song, whether you have released it through a distributor and it's available everywhere, or if you've just released it to SoundCloud or YouTube or wherever, that is all cool. Put a link in the comments of this video to where we can actually stream your song. And what I would actually suggest is to use a service that I love called Songwhip. I did a video. I interviewed the creator of Songwhip, Wilson, the other day, and he's a very, very cool guy, and he's created a cool service. So why don't we go in and show you how to do that, so that if you have released, if you missed the last video, I showed you how to release using DistroKid if you want to release your song online, and now I'll show you how we can do this. So here is my song. It is here on Google Play Music because that just happens to be what I use. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share this album. I'm going to go share, and then here is the link to it. I'm going to copy the link, and the beauty part of Songwhip is that you can actually then just go to songwhip.com, and if you've got a song that's on any streaming platform, instead of searching for it, because to be honest, if we search for it, it's such a new release, it won't actually be here. Let me just check if that's the case. If we search Pete John's Hold On, yeah, no, there's no matches there because it's already there. But if I paste in this link, look what happens. It uses some magic voodoo stuff that Wilson's put in there to go in there, pull in the album artwork, and then give us the link. And the beauty part of this is it'll get updated. So as it gets released to different places, then it's actually going to go. It's actually going to update that. So there you go. So at the moment, we can click through to Apple Music, Google Play Music, Deezer. We can go to iTunes, and we can go to Google Play Store, and those links will take you through there. So what I can do is I can hit the share button here on Songwhip. I can do copy link, and then I can actually put it. I'll paste it here in the comments of the live comments, and I'll also put it in at the end. So that's what it will look like. Songwhip.com/album/PeteJohns/hold on. And that's one of the cool things about Songwhip. It gives you that very nice format for releasing. So what I thought I would do in this one, so yes, go ahead, get those links ready, put them down in the comments. As I mentioned, anyone who releases a song, I'm going to buy a copy. So I'll buy it on iTunes if you've released it to iTunes. If it's on Bandcamp or somewhere else, let me know. I'll still go and I'll find it. I'll buy it because I want to have a nice playlist of all the songs that we have that have been released. Let's say good day to the folks that are here live, shall we? So if that's offensive, and I'm sorry, yeah. So someone's posting it in a different language. That's all right. I don't know what it is. If someone does read whatever the language that is, then yeah, please let us know and let Amarthea, who's our moderator, know, and we can remove it. But yes, I can't read that. That's all right. I won't put it on the screen in case it is something offensive. I made 3 different songs, but only counted one as Songtember. Should I share all 3 or just the one? Up to you. Share all 3. Say, here is my number 1 Songtember song. That's the one I'll buy. And then if it's released, and then, yeah, just share the other 2 as well. Put them in the links there. I may have to go in and approve the links, by the way, when you actually put them there. So, yeah, if it doesn't show up straight away, that's probably why. It's probably gone into my this may be spam. Make sure you check this. So I'll do that. Hello, we've got Chinton CG here. Good morning. Welcome to you. We've got Hudson Maverick. Hello. Hello to you. Storm Plays Music. Good afternoon. Afternoon over there. Good evening from the Northern Hemisphere, from Mobile Metal, one of the other cool names of a channel that we've got around here. And there we go. Hello, hello. Hello to everyone that is here alive. Now, what I wanted to do while I'm here, So I've learnt some pretty valuable lessons throughout the month of September or Songtember, and I just wanted to share some of the biggest takeaways that I've had. And these will probably form a bigger video down the track, but I just thought while we're talking about writing, recording, releasing a song, I would talk to some of these. So here is kind of the five key things that I learnt doing this song. Number one is the importance of planning and working backwards from your end date. So if you've been watching the progress on the channel throughout the month, you'll know that in the first like 5 days, I put out like 5 videos. I was writing, I was frantically going, and then I kind of paused for a bit. I kind of hit that wall. So what I did is I did two things wrong. I came out too hard. So instead of taking my time and being measured and considered, I went too fast early. I then kind of burnt myself out and went too slow for the middle sort of 2 weeks. And then when it came into finishing, I didn't leave myself enough time for mixing, mastering, final checks, and then releasing. And that cost me something which I'll show you in a moment. It's a little bit concerning, but that's all right. There's a way. The beauty about digital is there's a way to work around it. So even if you do make a mistake like I did, it's digital. It's not like it's been burned onto vinyl or a CD or anything yet. So we can still fix things. Number two, if you saw my live stream the other day, it is saving your work and having backups and making sure that you preserve what you're doing. I did an hour's worth of mixing on a song. I hadn't saved it for that hour. My DAW crashed. And then I lost all of that work. So, saving often, saving frequently, saving all the time, just keep saving, right? Just make sure that you've always got a backup copy of things. Make sure you're always saving your work because there's nothing worse than doing a bunch of work and then going, oh, now I've lost it all. That's my number two piece of advice. Number three that's worked really well this month has been getting feedback throughout the writing and recording process. So one of the reasons I wanted to do this was slightly selfish, was that I wanted to learn a bit more about my music, about my writing and about my songwriting process. And the cool thing was, and in fact, I'll show you this because this will give you an indication, because I've been sharing this throughout the month and I've been getting ideas from folks here. What you'll notice is that I did a couple of streams, I did a couple of videos, and I actually got folks here giving me feedback. And Amber Asaya, who's here, is one of those people. So here's my original lyrics, and you can see here that I've put in some sort of extra additional things here that I've been trying out. So, for instance, Danny Elliott, who's one of the subscribers here, gave me this line: "You doubt your talent and you don't know how." So originally it says, "But you got no talent and you don't know how." That was actually changed out because I asked for feedback. I got some feedback from folks here, and that worked really well. Also had Amarasaya, who was providing a bunch of feedback, which I try. I can't even remember what I put in the end. So I think I actually removed and changed around some of my lyrics again based on that. But yeah, it was just really good to have the ability for feedback as we went through. And yeah, that's something that I recommend here, and why I wanted to do this and why I wanted this whole concept in the first place was that I thought you folks would help from sharing. And I know in the Create, Record, Release Facebook group, on Twitter, on Instagram, on the GarageBand users group, there's been a lot of folks sharing their songs and sharing their songwriting process, and they've been getting a lot of good feedback from other people. So it is definitely a good thing to get feedback. Where'd my notes go? Oh, they're in the same platform that I was just showing you there. We'll come back to my notes to make sure that I talk about this. Having time-bound goals is important. So for those of you who have completed one song or three songs, like some of you, then yes, good on you. It is good to have that positive time pressure to say, I want to do this thing, and here's the time frame I have to do it. It can lead to other things, which I'll talk about in a moment, that are not so great, but it does at least get you moving. And it's been surprising. I've got a few emails in the last few days from folks saying, hey, I wanted to do Songtember, I'm not going to make it. And a lot of folks were like almost disappointed, almost like they were having to apologize to me. And I was like, hey, it's fine. Don't apologize to me. It's totally cool. So there's a couple of things with that. One is that yeah, it does at least drive that positive pressure from people, that they do feel that they've made a commitment. And if you're falling short of the commitment, here's my advice to you. You got two options, right? You got the I didn't make it, so you drop everything and you walk away, or I didn't make it, so I'm going to keep pushing through, and my song's going to be released on the 10th of October or the 30th of October. It doesn't actually matter. The thing is, think about how far you are ahead of where you'd been if you hadn't even started. So every time you're thinking, I failed, I didn't reach something, I didn't hit a target, yeah, you had a lofty goal. It was set up here and you came in halfway. Imagine if you set your goal low or you had no goal at all. where would you come in then? Would you be anywhere near where you are now? So yeah, that might, a lot of people will say, no, if you don't hit your goal, you got to set your goals and hit your goals. Nah, stuff changes. Like things change. You need to learn how to pivot. You need to learn how to change things. Your song may have not been work. I've had people send me their songs and said, I just got totally bored of this song and I didn't want to finish it because I don't like it. Like, fair enough. Start a new song. But hey, you've got that song out of you now, right? If you didn't do this process, that song would be the one that pops up next time you write a song in January. So, whatever you do, it's going to be a positive thing. If you're writing, if you're creating, recording, and releasing, it's a positive thing. And I always say this, but that Eminem movie where it's like, hey, you got one shot. It's like, no, it's digital now. You've got infinite shots. There's no record label that's now going to cut you off, that's never going to release you. You are your record label. You have the control and the power. So, yes, if you're feeling despondent, if you're feeling like you've failed, don't, because you haven't. You've tried and you've given it a crack. And if it didn't work out for you, hey, it's a learning experience for next time. What are you going to do differently next time to make sure that you do get it done? That's the only thing you need to ask yourself. And finally, the fifth thing that I learnt here was check your final master very carefully before you release it. Why would you say that, Pete? Well, let's just say that I have a very tiny little click sound at the very start of my song. I don't know where it got introduced. I don't know whether it was in the mixing or the mastering or the mix down in Audio Share. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm blaming me because I didn't check it. All I needed to do was to check it in Audio Share and go, hey, there's a little click there, and add a tiny fade, and I would have been golden. So here's a problem. If we come into my Google Play, let's just go back to the very start of this song. I'm gonna show you my warts and all here because that's the way I roll. So we come back and we go to the start of this song. Listen carefully at the start, and you'll hear a tiny little click, which I missed in the excitement of releasing this. So if I hit play here. Yes, click. Da, 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 da. Not good, right? But here's the thing. I'm going glass half full here. The positive of this is that it's given me an excuse because I get asked a lot, hey, what if you release a song and then you want to like pull it back and then re-release it? Well, I've never done that before. And guess what? Now I have the opportunity to do that. So yes, I've released this. Yes, it's out there. Yes, stream it on the different platforms and you can take a listen if you can put up with the tiny little click at the start. But yeah, if you are planning to buy a copy or if you have already bought a copy, I'm sorry. But yes, I will re-release it without the click in the coming weeks, and I'll show you how to do that because yeah, again, it's a good learning experience for me. Taught me a couple of things. Taught me how that you need to really check that final master file before you hit release. So listen to it very carefully in headphones, on your speakers. Make sure that it's sounding good before you actually release it. And yeah, secondly, it's going to be a good learning experience because I'll learn how to actually remove and re-release a song. So it should be pretty straightforward. Again, it's all digital. It's okay. No, we haven't pressed 100 copies of this on vinyl. As I said, it is just a digital file. So it can be replaced, it can be fixed, it can be repaired. So again, it's almost like I'm making these mistakes so that so that you folks can learn. And what I'm going to do out of all this is do a song releasing checklist because I think that's something that's quite lacking. All these questions I get about what does my album artwork need to do? What's the resolution I need? What sort of master do I need? Is it 16-bit, 24-bit? What sampling rate should I use? How should I release it? Should I use compressed or uncompressed format? Yeah, I'm going to pull all this together into a checklist because I think it'll be a good place to send people and say, hey, if you're releasing a song, here's all the things you need to do. And then this guy is going to use his own checklist and take his own bloody advice, right? Hello to some more folks that are here live. And we have Goth Demon 666. Amorosia says, I've only released on YouTube, so don't worry, you don't have to buy anything. Well, there you go. I will instead I will promote your YouTube channel. I'll put some comments on all your songs. So put the links in there anyway, and I'll jump over. I know I've listened to one of yours on YouTube, the tropical one, which was a little bit disturbing. All about the like humidity and stuff in the tropics. Found that super funny. So yes, I will go and comment on your YouTube channel and all the things. Is Songwhip free and how do you use it? So Songwhip is what I was using. Yes, it is free, and you simply use it by searching for a song, and it will bring you up your links again. So just to revisit that, just so you can use it yourself. So there's my track, Hold On. But to go back, if we go back and we go to Songwhip and we go make a link, all you need to do is search in here or paste in a Spotify, a Google Play, any old link here. So if, for instance, I wanted to send people to my song called There's No Such Thing as College, I would just search Pete Johns College, and it will pop up here, and then I can find the song or the album here, and I can click on it like that, and it creates a page. And there it is. It creates this nice page with my album artwork, all the different places where folks can go and stream the song, and the places where folks can buy it. And then if I click share at the bottom here and copy the link, then the link looks a little bit like this. I'll pop that up there at the bottom. So it looks a little bit like that. Songwhip.com/song/peakjohn/ there's no such thing as college. So yeah, if you've got a song or if you've released something, then yeah, you can actually put it there. All right, do we have any other questions before we finish up here? So Chitin has confirmed that it's Russian. So there was there was some comments that were in Russian in the comments, and neither myself or Amarasaya could read Russian, so we weren't sure. Sergey, the beard is coming. Yeah, I haven't shaved. It's kind of like the hockey playoffs. I'm like, yeah, I won't shave my beard for the month of Songtember, just for that one funny image of me at the start, and then me now that I did on yesterday's stream. That was kind of fun. Mr. Rad's music channel, again, one of my favorite names of a music channel, Mr. Rad's. Hashtag Songtember is a success. Yeah, look, I think it is. I think it's from the feedback I've got from folks, from the fact that it's given some folks the kick in the butt that they needed to get started and to start getting back into music creation. For others, it's just been a fun experience to share their process of recording and to have that kind of joint accountability and responsibility. Yeah, I think it's been a lot of fun for me, and hopefully it's been good for you. Storm plays 8 Mile, a classic. Yeah, dunk, 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 dunk. You only got one shot to, yeah. I can't remember any of the rest of the words of that song. Hello, Tank, my buddy Cam over there, Tank on Cleaning. Hello to you. Good to see you here on the stream as well. And yes, this is so much easier. This is so much easier to create a link. Yes, it is with Song Link. And another question, how do you get the chat at the bottom corner of the screen? Well, this is the beauty of StreamYard, which is the streaming platform that I use here. It is super, super cool. Here's their duck logo. You can also put logos in the top corner there, like so. So StreamYard.com if you're looking to do some cool live streaming like this, where you can bring up chat, you can add in banners, you can do all sorts of cool things. I could put my Studio Live Today logo up there if I wanted to look all cool and professional. And we can go, yes, this is what I put yesterday. It was September 1st, 2019. It's not now. It's October the 1st, 2019. But yes, StreamYard for the win, StreamYard.com, my favorite streaming platform to use. All right, we are done. I've gone a little bit over what I meant to. I wanted to do a quick 20-minute stream. But if you are just joining us, or if you sort of spaced out for the first 20 minutes, what I want from you is if you have completed a Songtember song, regardless of when it is, if it's in the future, if it's whatever, as long as it's your current song that you're working on and completing, then put a link to it in the comments of this video. I will be there to check it out, and I will be buying your song. If it's on Apple Music or if it's on iTunes, I'll buy myself a copy. So use Songwhip if it's been released to other platforms. Use the SoundCloud link or the YouTube link if it hasn't. And yes, that will work out well. Quick final question here. What do you think of the name Undefined? It's a lot less generic than Cole, and I think it sounds pretty cool. Yeah, just check. So check Undefined. Like there might actually be artists called that. So maybe you need to be Cole Undefined. Cole. There you go. Bring it both together so you can be completely, totally unique. Alrighty, we are going to finish up here, but thank you again for those that have been here live. If you're on the replay, thank you. Thank you to everyone who has provided support, encouragement, and feedback for me and my song throughout September. I hope you found it useful, and I know I haven't been able to provide the personal support to everyone. I have tried to listen to as many songs as I can and contribute and provide feedback on all the different forums, but yeah, I'm only one person and I don't have a team of people to do things for me. So if you're getting a comment from me, it's me. So yeah, it means that I'm a little bit flat out trying to do that, but it's all cool because it's all helping folks create music. Every time I do something, I'm like, what is my mantra here on Studio Live Today? It's this. I want to help you create, record, and release your music. So if you've done that in this month, congratulations. If you're still working on it, keep at it. You can get there. You can do it. Thanks, folks. I'll see you next time.